Hey guys, CryptoDad here again, and today I'm going to show you how to install the latest Verge Wallet. So let's get going. Okay, before we get started, I just wanted to give you a brief overview of my evaluation of the wallet. I've listed some of the features here. And then I've also listed some of the criticisms, some of the things that I'm going to encounter during this video. So remember, if you like my videos, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And without further ado, let's get going. Hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so Verge has come out with a new wallet. There was a little bit of hiccup a week or so ago with their blockchain and their mining algorithm, and someone was able to hack it a little bit, so they had to do a little bit of coding to get things straightened out. So there is a new wallet out, and I thought I would give it a try and see if I can get myself updated. So let's go check it out. So we'll go over here to our Chrome browser. Okay, now there's a couple of places you can check. The first one, of course, would be Verge Currency. And they've got this Windows Tor wallet. So let's check this out. Okay, so it's got release Windows, which is a little bit different than what it was before. So I do believe this is the latest copy. So I'm just going to save it on my desktop. All right. And we're going to decompress here. You can use WinZip or 7-zip. I like 7-zip. I like to release it in or extract it into a folder with the same name. And there we go. Let's take a look at this guy. Okay, so there it is. And as you can see, the date modified is today. Oh no, sorry. Okay. So it was released on the 12th, so that's a good sign. Now, if you've never used Verge before, then you don't have to worry about upgrades at all. But if you have, you might want to just back up your current one. And there's always a folder that gets saved, even when you uninstall Verge. And it lives in on your C drive, in your users folder. This would be your name, and you just go down to the app data folder, and as you can see here, it's not showing, so we need to change our view options. Go over here to the view tab and choose show hidden files, drives, folders, and drives. We just apply, click OK, and there's that crazy app data folder. Just open that guy up and check out roaming. And that's where a lot of your cryptocurrency wallets live. And this is actually where they store the blockchain data in this folder. And this folder does not get removed when you uninstall in many cases. So here we are down here. This is the Verge wallet that we're interested in. This was my previous one. Just open that guy up. And you can see there's a lot of information in there. But the main thing is this wallet.dat file. We can just drag that over to the desktop. I'm going to right click and drag and just make a copy of it. That would just make sure that you have that thing backed up before we go. And as you can see, there's some block data, some block.dat, and that's the blockchain. So I'm going to go ahead and launch the wallet. Now, if this is your first time, all of these files will be generated and downloaded when you first launch the wallet. So you can just let that happen. All right, so I'm gonna launch Verge QT. All right, and then it always does this loading block index at the beginning. It might take a bit. So just be patient. Okay, and then after you finish that loading block index process, you're going to see this green status bar down along the bottom here where it's synchronizing with the network, and that's going to take a while as well. So if you're having trouble syncing up, there is a shortcut that you can take. You'll have to go over to their Verge GitHub site, and I'll put the link down in the description. And then if you scroll down here where they talk about the wallets, there's some links, and one of them is to the nightly snapshot. You can just click that, open it up, and basically you can see it's the 7th, today's the 17th, and these are from the 16th. This is the snapshot of the Verge blockchain, which you can just download, just click and download, and from there, let's see, from there, once you have it downloaded, you can unzip it, which we did earlier. And this one takes a bit of time because it's pretty large. You say it's a block 0001.dat and 2. Basically what we're going to do is drop those into that Verge folder that I showed you a little earlier, and that should speed up the sync process. Okay, so what we need to do is just quit the wallet all the way, and you remember we backed up our wallet.dat, and here's the files that we need to put into that. I'm going to open up another window here so you can see what I'm doing. Remember, we'll go down to the C drive, and in the users folder, in the folder that has your name on it, you'll want to go into the app data folder, and into roaming, and then into Verge. Okay. And as you can see, there's some files that are very similar. We're just going to drag all these files over from the snapshot onto the Verge wallet. Remember, we updated we backed up the wallet.dat file, and you'll notice that we're not even replacing it, we're just doing it as a precaution. So we're just going to drag those over. I'm right clicking and copying. It could be a move here. It doesn't really matter. I'll just do a copy so I have my original, and it just copies and replaces some of these files. We want to replace, and there we go. Now that we've done that, you'll see that these are new versions of the file taken from that blockchain snapshot from the night before. So now we can just open our Verge wallet again, and hopefully the sync will be a little quicker this time. And we're going to have to go through this loading block index business again. So we'll just patiently wait for that. Okay, so you can see now that the wallet has started to do its sync, and the remaining blocks are a lot less than what I had originally before I downloaded the snapshot of the blockchain. And also there's some extra Verge there that was kind of floating out there right before they had their I guess their readjustment, so to speak, on their mining algorithm or their wallet, whatever the issue was that they had to fix with their code update. I guess there were some Verge that I had acquired through mining that were sort of floating out there. It looks like they've arrived, so I'm hoping that once these blocks sync up, the wallet will no longer say out of sync, and I'll be good to go. So now that we've got the wallet open and everything appears to be synced up, the first order of business would be to encrypt the wallet. So we can just go up here to settings and choose encrypt. And we're going to want to choose a password here. I don't know if they're going to enforce this, but I will go ahead and make note of a 10-character password. Okay, and if you've successfully passed that, see, we're going to get a confirmation here. And it's going to let us know that if we lose this password, we're going to lose all the coins in the wallet. So I have my own system for keeping note of any new passwords that I create. And it's always in a place where I can find them again. So I suggest you do the same, whether it's a password manager or a notebook or whatever it is. You need to have a consistent password policy so that you can get to your passwords when you need them. Please don't just make them up in your head, because you know, this is not AOL or Twitter or Facebook. You can't do password resets with cryptocurrency wallets. So please make note of your password and have a system. So I'm going to choose yes here. Okay, and then it's also letting us know that the wallet.dat file that we created over here is no longer up to date once we do this encryption. So we're going to want to make another wallet.dat file when we're done with this. All right. And the whole wallet just disappeared. Isn't that great? So I'm just going to give it a minute to see that if it automatically relaunches. I get the feeling that I'm going to have to relaunch the wallet and go through that whole block loading index thing again. I'm doing this demo. This does not mean that I'm an advocate of the wallet. I'm just giving you the demonstration of how it works. So I will say at this point that I'm not very happy with the amount of time that it takes for this wallet to launch. It is not a very usable wallet in that sense, that every time I launch the wallet, it takes it half an hour to 45 minutes for the block index to load. So it doesn't appear to be reloading on its own. So I'm just going to go ahead and relaunch it. First of all, I'll get rid of this wallet.dat. It's not relevant anymore, since now that I've encrypted the wallet, it won't. I'm not going to be able to restore to it anymore. All right, so let's launch our Verge QT again. Now, I don't believe that it asks you for the password when you launch. I think that confuses some people. Once you encrypt and you save this password, it's not going to ask you for the password when launching the wallet. Some other wallets do, but this one does not. It will ask you for the password if you attempt to send out any crypto. So you need to make sure you know what this wallet is, or you won't be able to get any crypto out of it. Okay, so the wallet encryption was successful, and as you'll notice here, when you go to settings, you've got a couple more active commands than before. The Encrypt Wallet is of course disabled now because it's already encrypted. You have the change passphrase, and you have the unlock wallet. So I'm assuming you can choose unlock wallet and enter the passphrase, so that you'll be able to send coins out without having to enter the password every single time. Let's take a look at how that works. Let's hope I got it right. Okay, so now that I've done that, as you can see, I have lock wallet now if I want to lock it. And unlock, the wallet is now unlocked. Okay, so let's take a look at maybe sending some coins. This is where we're going to put the address, and you can put a label and the amount. Now, I tried to find some sort of toggle switch. They kept talking about this Verge Wallet gives you the choice to send privately or publicly. And I have yet to find such a toggle switch anywhere in this wallet, except in the receive. So when we go to receive, we can create a new address, and then we have this toggle switch here. Now, it's a good idea to create a new address for every person that's going to send you coin or Verge, pardon me. So let's just call this one from David, and we'll make it a stealth address, and we'll click OK. And then you would give this stealth address to David, and he could send you Verge coin using this address. Now, mind you, David would need to also be using this wallet, because I don't think any of the other Verge wallets support this stealth address except this new Wraith wallet, the Wraith protocol wallet. And I don't believe I can use that address with any of the cryptocurrency exchanges. So it seems to be slightly limited. I don't seem to have any way to send to a normal Verge address with enhanced privacy. So in other words, I can't send to a normal Verge address and hide my identity. It doesn't. I don't see that anywhere. The send interface does not have a send stealthily tick. So it looks like the only way to send stealthily is to have someone create a stealth address and send it to you. So it looks like the only way to really test this stealth send is to create a wallet on a different machine. I'll have to create a wallet on a different machine and then send to that stealth address from this wallet and see if it's a successful transaction. I can go into transaction history here, and you can see that I did send to a Verge Tor wallet earlier, but I need to have another Wraith wallet in order to do this stealth send to see if this works. Okay, so luckily for me, my lovely wife is also running the Verge wallet. So we just went over there and created a stealth address. Okay, so basically what we did is we went over here to, like I showed you, I went over here to addresses. We created a new address. We made it a stealth address, and then we just copied the address into our clipboard, pasted it into a text file, and so now I have on this flash drive this stealth address that my wife created. All right, and that's it. It's that long thing right there. So we're just going to copy that into our local clipboard, and then we'll go here to send, and I'm going to paste that in there. All right, and there it is. I'm just going to call it to wife. I don't need to advertise my wife's name. I'm going to go ahead and send 10 Verge over to her, and I'm just going to click send. It wants me to confirm that. Now this, mind you, this is a stealth address, so I'm sending it to her, and I'm going to click yes, and then I'm going to say yes to the fee, and there we go. Now that time it's sent out. Okay, so here we see And my wife just received it, so we're in good shape. Huh. Well, that's kind of interesting because they're in the transaction, it's got a short address instead of a stealth address, which is interesting because I entered a stealth address and it seems to have converted it to a normal address. The interface in this wallet is a bit clunky, I'll add. To my list of criticisms of this wallet. Let's try to put that transaction ID in there and see what happens. Alright, so here's our transaction ID. Copy that. Now let's see what happens here if I... Okay, so I can see that on the blockchain. So I don't know how stealthy it was. I can see it on the blockchain. Okay, so just a brief overview of the features of the wallet. It is free. You can use it to send and receive Verge and use the stealth transactions. It can be encrypted for security and allows you to create labels and manage addresses, which a lot of crypto wallets allow you to do as well. Now, some of my criticisms. This wallet takes a long time to load, even if you've synced up to the blockchain recently, and that's not good. And also, when you first download it, there are some syncing issues that sometimes need to be overcome, but mainly no clear instructions on how to use the wallet. The stealth interface is confusing, and as you can see, after I sent the stealth transaction, I'm not really sure how stealthy it really is. I'm not sure how well the transaction gets obfuscated on the blockchain. I should also add that I looked on the Verge website for a simple manual on how to use this wallet, and it was nowhere to be found. They do have a black paper which talks about how the wallet works to a certain extent, but doesn't go into any kind of specifics. So it talks about how it's able to send stealth transactions using stealth addresses, but it doesn't give you a step-by-step where you click in the wallet, the manual on how to use the wallet. So you're pretty much on your own with this wallet. You can maybe stumble on a website where someone else has gone through the trial and error of figuring out how to use this wallet. You're watching one now. I'm assuming I just kind of stumbled around in this wallet to try and figure out how to use it and thought that I would make a video. So if there's any questions about how this wallet, any other functions of this wallet, let me know. If you have any comments about how this stealth works or doesn't work, I would appreciate it as well. And but I think I've given you a pretty fair overview of how to download, install, configure, sync, and send and receive from the new Verge Wraith wallet. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. I love it when new people subscribe to my wallet. And when you do so, there's a little bell which will allow you to be alerted whenever I post a new video. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon. Thanks.